doctoral research about same-sex marriage in Brazil. Is the first official numbers for same-sex marriage in Brazil, according to the Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics, which sponsors this event. First historical development. In 1987, it was the first attempt to get a Bill of Rights incorporated in the Constitution. It was failed. In 1995, there was the first attempt for a separate law regarding civil partnerships, not marriage so far, but it also failed. It stood 12 years in Congress, but it was archived. In 2011, the Supreme Court decided that it was unconstitutional for same-sex couples not to have the same civil rights of different sex couples. And in 2013, the National Council of Justice confirmed that, given the rights of civil marriage, official civil marriage, just as the United States just did. So in 2014, we had the first official statistics of same-sex marriage. In 2010 demographic census, we already had figures for same-sex couples, whether married or not, as long as they lived in the same household. It was a limited sample. It had a lot of problems because of internalized homophobia that prevented people from declaring that they were couples, and if anywhere else, if anybody else was the referee person for the demographic census, the couple would not be registered as a couple. The first results on that, we had about 3.7 thousand same-sex couples getting married in 2013. Some people speculated that these are very low figures, considering that we have about 1.1 million marriages per year in Brazil. But this was the first year, and these were only 7 months of same-sex marriages. So we're still developing a historical series in this. My doctoral research will try to complete for a 5-year historical series from 2013 to 2018. There were a predominance of single people getting married, but we noticed that almost a fifth of all the women getting married in same-sex couples had already been engaged in different sex marriage before. And about half of all couples live in São Paulo, which is no big surprise because it's our largest state. The impact of the press, it was almost always positive, considering that statistics news are not very popular for newspapers. We had 70 news articles in a single day in major newspapers. It's very good result for the Institute. And about 75% of all of them spoke only of same-sex couples. It was the big news of the day. We had 1,000 tweets, original tweets, in Twitter, not counting retweets, and in the first hour, they multiplied, and we had the Casamento Gay hashtag as a trending topic for Brazil for the next couple of hours. Our page on Facebook, which has an average of 50 or less shares per day of our statistics, they had 200 shares in the first 6 hours only. But the most common sessions were pretty negative. We have a very conservative people, a conservative Congress, and they accused the Institute of promoting the gay agenda for Brazil. As for me, I'm still waiting for my gay mob membership card. It hasn't arrived. Okay, we can hypothesize that this different age between same-sex couples and different sex couples is from 7 to 8 years of age. It might mean that they're trying to fend for themselves before and establish their lives before getting married. Or on the other hand, we might have only couples that have been together for a long time trying to get married officially. And that's it. I am on booth 43. Please come visit me and let's talk about it. Thank you very much.